Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised about Queen Elizabeth II passing away. The Queen is dead. I didn't even know any lead up to that. Even just from texts from friends, it seems like it's very sudden for a lot of us. But this does kind of tangentially have something to do with Shakespeare, and I wanted to let you in on that. This is a play called King Charles III by Mike Bartlett. This was done around 2014, and it was known, even though it's a contemporary play, it's written in iambic pentameter, just like all of Shakespeare's plays. So this play was known as a future history play. You know, there's all the history plays of Shakespeare with Henry IV, part 1 and 2, Henry V at Agincourt, all of this stuff. And so Mike Bartlett, a contemporary playwright, wrote a future history play for the moment when Queen Elizabeth II would die and Charles would become king. I saw this on Broadway when it was brought from London over to New York. It was with the original cast. Incredible play. And if anyone like me is having that moment of, what does this mean for the UK, for the world? How weird to have a king again. This might be a very interesting play for you to check out. Kate Middleton is a character, has this very kind of polite nature about her, as she does in the public eye. And yet one of my favorite parts about the play is that about halfway through the script, she has a Lady Macbeth-esque speech about her ambition, about they think that I am so just here in the background, but just wait till I'm queen. And then you don't really hear from her much the rest of the time. It also talks about how Charles is almost this kind of like, oh good, I'm king now, and wanting to be really a part of making change in Britain, but then seeing how the dynamics of the monarchy and parliament work together or don't work together, bringing into question how much power he really will have. Now we know Meghan and Harry and that whole story and how that went down. But in this, it's still Harry being very young and kind of dating and trying to find himself, is like in the teenage state, and seeing someone who is not of the monarchy and how much that ruffles everybody's feathers, which is kind of what happened with he and Meghan and why they like pieced out on fam. And so it is fascinating. So if anyone has the same questions that I do, know that it has already kind of been experimented with about what's gonna happen. And for the Shakespeare nerds out there, this is a really, really cool piece of theater, piece of honoring Shakespeare. Like, what does modern day iambic pentameter sound like? And yeah, ooh, what big news, my goodness. And as I said in Shakespeare's time, and still to this day, I believe, the queen is dead. Long live the queen. Or in this case, the king.